complimentary football?
Uh-oh. Oh, he said it. He said it. So go ahead and ask the question. You already know you're in trouble.
Are the Cowboys pretenders or contenders in the NFC?
No, first of all, it reads contenders or pretenders. Say it in the right order because that's the order. Yes, they're contenders. Try to lead me the wrong way. Contenders, be real. The talent is second to none in the entire NFL. Not even just in their division, not just in their conference. The entire NFL, second to none. Now, we have the talent, but can we mix this up in terms of our potion, in terms of what we're going to do and how we're going to call our plays and how we're going to work together? Are we going to make this chemistry work so we can maximize this talent, this potential? I heard him say it. Complementary football. What Tom Brady preaches, what Bill Belichick preaches, what Bruce Arians had to learn last year after the bye week when Tom Brady pulled him to the side to say, hey, bro, complementary football. I understand we have the talent. We have the receivers, we have the running backs, we have the defense, but we're not playing together. The Cowboys have taken their lumps. That's what's important about this process. When you have the talent and you don't have the results, and you took the lumps, now you weathered that storm. And if they can stay healthy, which all signs would point that they would stay healthy, at least that's the way we're talking right now, you got a squad that will go out there not only win their Division B, at home in the playoffs and ready to make some noise. So yes, they're contenders just because of the NFC least, because of their talent level, and because now their mindset is complementary football.
So I have to disagree. Now, I do think the Cowboys will win the NFC. Well, no, I don't. I think they can win the NFC East. But as it pertains to the NFC, the Cowboys are pretenders. If they were not called the Cowboys, we would not even consider them anything, Sel. Haven't won a NFC championship game in 25 years. Their starting quarterback has one playoff win. Their head coach has not had a winning record in the last 5 years. Yet somehow and for some reason, we look at that organization with that resume and we say that they are pretenders. The reason they are pretenders in my mind is because they have individuals that are pretending. Mike McCarthy is still pretending to be a Super Bowl caliber head coach. He's forever a Super Bowl winning head coach.
But that's not a pretend.
He's still pretending to be a Super Bowl caliber head coach. You can be a Super Bowl winner but not be Super Bowl caliber. Don't get it twisted.
Really? I thought once a doctor, always a doctor. Call me doctor.
You can be an Olympic gold medalist but not be Olympic gold medal caliber. You know this. We've been watching track and field.
I ain't asked for that example.
Okay. Jerry Jones is still pretending to be a Super Bowl caliber general manager, a Super Bowl caliber owner. Love Jerry Jones as it pertains to being a businessman, but he's still pretending to be a Super Bowl caliber
highest value franchise, most talented roster, but he pretending? I'm listening.
That's talking about money.
Hey, I'm talking about players.
Talent and team do not equal the same
football.
Exactly.
I'm listening.
Cowboys, sir, they're pretenders because, Sel, they've won the division 3 times in 11 years. But let me break it down for you because you're a smart man and y'all are smart individuals. We know the Cowboys are in the worst division, so assuming they win that division, they will be a 4 seed. That means they have to start in the playoffs facing a 5 seed. Well, the 5 seed will be the best of the non-division winners, meaning you're either playing the Seahawks, the Rams, or the Niners. The Cowboys with Dak Prescott last year lost to the Rams. The Cowboys with Dak Prescott last year lost to the Seahawks. The Rams have gotten better. The Seahawks have probably stayed the same as the Cowboys have stayed the same this offseason. So even if the Cowboys do win the NFC East and contend in that division, they got to see the Seahawks or the Rams or the Niners. Teams that they already proven they can't beat.
Really?
Should be scared. You just lost to them last year. You didn't get no better.
Yeah. How do you know that? First of all, they did get better because Dak Prescott's healthy.
They lost to him with Dak. I knew you were going to do that.
Hold on. Dak is back. Everyone plays better with him. You keep discounting
on a Hallmark card, Sel.
Okay.
Dak is back.
You ready?
Dak is back.
You
got
ready
one
for
playoff win.
You ready? You say 3 in the last 11, right?
Yes, sir.
How many in the last 5?
2.
Thank you. So
let's
let's
40%. You're a 40% free throw shooter. That'll get you traded out of Philly.
We ain't talking about free throws. We talking about winning your division when there's 4 other teams. So it should be a little lower than that, but it's not because they win the chunk of it. What's Dak's record in that division since you want to talk it?
19-6.
Oh, is that good or bad?
There.
Is that 40%? Yeah, exactly. My point is this. This team is loaded for this moment. I don't understand. You want to bring up the NBA. They always talk about you got to go through the rites of passage. You got to go take your lumps before you become a team.
Yes,
Milwaukee, the champions right now, went through it, probably got discounted or people just discarded them. Now look at them. They're champions. Same thing can happen with the Dallas Cowboys. Why? Because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers, all they did was have a change of quarterback, and all of a sudden, one team won 11 straight games, 12-4. The other team won the Super Bowl. All they did was say either quarterback stay healthy or quarterback come in. That's the Dallas Cowboys. You're getting your quarterback to come back in because he's healthy. It's Dak Prescott. He's won the division when healthy as many times as he's not won the division. Half and half, 2 or 4 years. All right? So the point is, why do you look at this team with all this talent that now has a Super Bowl head coach, and they finally went through the rigors as a team that's not ready for this moment?
Because the Cowboys can't contend with the Buccaneers. We both know that.
Chill.
Can they?
No.
Thank you.
But hold on. But the team that won their sorry division was only down 5 in the fourth quarter with a chance to win.
Cowboys can't contend with
They lost.
Cowboys can't contend with the Bucs. I'm not convinced that the Cowboys can contend with the Rams. I do not think that the Rams, they couldn't. I don't think.
Did you see how the Green Bay looked against the Rams?
I don't think. I'm glad you brought that up. Cowboys can't contend with the Packers. Not if Aaron Rodgers is there. Cowboys, they will look like they can contend with the Seahawks, but I don't think they can contend with the Seahawks. So what are they really contenders for in the NFC? They are contenders in the NFC East, but they're not contenders in the entire NFC. So I mean, come on, so remove the bias.
What's the bias?
Remove the love.
I was bad in Dallas. I ain't got no bias. If anything, I got hate.
And just be real.
What?
This team has been more talented and has accomplished lesser. Like the 2016 Cowboys that Dak walked into, that was a squad. You had a young Zeke who was in his bag. You had a healthy Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin. At least 1 to 2 of them are going to make it into the Hall of Fame. You had a Cole Beasley, who now the world knows is an all-pro, but Cole was still a dude. You had Jason Witten before retirement. You had Des Bryant, who was struggling with injuries, but was still a Ring of Honor, most touchdowns in Cowboys franchise history. Des Bryant.
That's what we do.
You had Sean Lee on the backside, who was healthy. You had Byron Jones.
Wow.
You had Orlando Scandrick before he was coming on TV talking crazy. You had some dogs.
No, Orlando different, ain't he? He be going in. I
You
love
had
that.
some
I love
dogs
it.
selling. You got a playoff win out.
Wait a minute. Which one are you? You the one that when I bring up talent, you shoot it down. Then when you want to bring up talent, then I'm supposed to listen to it. I don't care about those names. I don't care about the talent. Which one is it?
What do you care about?
I care about the talent, but you just try to tell me I shouldn't.
I'm saying I have seen more talented Cowboys teams fall short. So if you gonna talk to me about talent, I'm gonna say, hey, I've seen a bigger hand win less money. Don't show me this hand. Show me who's playing the hand.
I didn't start off showing you that hand. I showed you the complimentary football hand. You forget the beginning of this. Golly, short-term memory loss. How many times you got hit in the head? You retired early for a reason. Here's the thing. Complimentary football activates all this talent. That's all this is, and I don't know why you don't respect this. Do you understand that the Dallas Cowboys were averaging points per game, 32.5 points before Dak went down? Do you understand if they finish the season with that average and the defense does what it did, which is improve over the latter part of the season? This is a playoff team and a contending team. Let's talk about the inertia. Let's talk about the momentum. Let's talk about the confidence build that happens once all of a sudden you go on a roll and you're this talented as a Dallas Cowboys team. You think they're going to walk in with the same mindset that they would if, oh, we're struggling, oh, we're trying to figure it out, oh, we're trying to find our way. Once this thing gets rolling, it rolls over anyone in this way because it's just that supremely talented.
So I walked into studio today. And when I walked in the studio today and you sat down, you looked at me. Now, when your boy looks fresh, you'll say something. Ooh, I see your odd show breaking out that suit, X, Y, and Z. I see your big dog. That one's fresh. You will pay me a compliment. But you will only pay me a compliment when I am worthy of a compliment. So you can only play complimentary football if the type of football is worthy of a compliment. And Ezekiel Elliott's type of football as of late has not been worthy of a compliment. So stop talking to me about complimentary football because you can't compliment the football that the Cowboys are playing as it pertains to the running game.
Wasn't Zeke still top 10 last year despite all of this?
Top 10 in what? Because gross yardage is vastly different.
No, you're right. But I think what we're doing right now is exaggerating his demise. I think what we're really looking at is just the descent from heavens that he used to be.
The devil descended from the heaven.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but he ain't the devil. I'm just saying he worked with him. He worked very well with the devil. Like, he got the six-pack. Cowboys last year, look at the things that they dealt with on the defensive side in terms of injuries, in terms of not playing complimentary football is what I'm saying. I don't have the evidence, the resume to say to believe in the Cowboys because all I have is the potential. And I understand you're not buying that potential because the potential's been there. The potential's been greater.
Yes, sir. That's all I'm saying.
The way that the Patriots won all those Super Bowls wasn't just sitting there saying we had the most talent. It was we're going to find and maximize the most out of this talent. I think the Cowboys are in that mindset now, finally. They've been forced to get to this place. Ezekiel Elliott through his roller coaster. Dak because of injury, and McCarthy realizing his way is not working. You start to hear things that are successful, the recipes for success. Complementary